Hello everyone, this is Mildred from our emptiness journey. Just wanted to get in here really quickly and give you an update about Hurricane Ian and our experience, I guess. We did decide to hunker down and stay where we are parked, and we did shelter. We didn't stay in the RV, we're not that crazy. But we did go ahead and prepare the RV for the hurricane. One of the things that we did do was sanitize the fresh tank because it's something we don't normally use, and we filled it up. We purchased things that we might have needed in the future, such as food items. The beautiful thing about not having electricity is that our refrigerator still runs on the inverter. So we don't really ever lose power on that. I mean, unless there's something wrong with the inverter. So we always had that working. And, we just moved in the slides. We retracted the jacks and placed the chocks. It's called the chocks on the tires, and we added some more blocks on the tires as well. Although we did find out on Thursday sometime, once the winds died down enough, we went back to hook up the sewage hoses. And I say we, but I really mean Lewis when it comes to things like that. So he found out that it was about an inch, or not an inch, it was about a foot away from where it's supposed to be. So it seems like the wind moved our RV. I'm glad I wasn't in it to find that out. But although I was already grateful that there wasn't any damage to Serenity, that's her name, but I was even more so grateful once we found out that it did shift, that it didn't tip over or anything like that. I am glad that once we started packing some things to go take shelter at the Good Samaritan Mission, there was a moment of fear. There was a moment where I said, wow, like everything that I own is here. So I just decided to take even more stuff out, really important or expensive things, and take it with us to the shelter just in case. And, but overall, even if I would have lost the stuff, I would have still been grateful as long as my family was okay. One thing about living a simpler life in an RV is that you're not so attached to things. Yes, things cost money, even the things that we purchased for the RV, to make it functional. Yes, those things can be expensive, and I would prefer not to lose them and have to replace them, but they're replaceable. And we are just not as attached to stuff as we used to be. So, I don't know, our lives are just completely different now. So anyway, during the hurricane, it was a bit scary. We obviously weren't in the eye or near the eye, but the gust of winds and the rain, the gusts, I believe, were up to 80 miles per hour at times. And I can't even imagine living through anything more than that. So, we left out of there with very little damage at the Good Samaritan Mission. There were a few leaks in the building, but nothing too major. The roof stayed intact, so that was good because there were times that it felt like the wind was just about to take it out. Trees, branches all around. There was one tree that was uprooted, and but luckily it was something that was like pretty far off on the side that it didn't affect anything, but it still needs to be cut down and whatever. There was a fence that was completely blown off on the back of the property, so that needs to be fixed. But it will be fixed eventually. So Lewis and I decided to come up 40 minutes from home, 50 minutes from home, and just come to an RV resort. Since it is our 20th anniversary and we were supposed to go to Jamaica, and that's not happening because they canceled our flight. We just needed a new scenery and just get some time to take a mental break, a physical break, and just sit and enjoy. This week will be sunny, so I'm glad. No rain. And we are with our daughter. So this is her first RV trip with us, and she's been staying with us for a little while. And it seems like she's enjoying it, but it's definitely a new experience for her as well. So anyway, just to let you all know that we are doing well. We are going to enjoy our time here and our 20th anniversary tomorrow, October 5th. And I just pray that you are all doing well and that you just realize how precious life is and how not to be attached to stuff. All right, so enjoy.